concept, knowing the right people and making the best use of them. Knowing people well is to wake up to the fact that everyone is different and to put the right people in the right position. There is a company marketing department in charge of A. There are hundreds of employees under him. You know, the sales team, different ages, different personalities, but everyone is a human being. Until once, he interviewed a subordinate B. This comrade B, from the resume, really mediocre, lackluster child experience, and does not look very smooth. Many interviewees are self-confident, gushing, but he always gave the impression of not confident. It was all going to be rejected, but suddenly saw a very special place in his resume, high school repeated for 4 years, and finally get into college. A decided to hire B, and said to him, "You will be successful." B was surprised, and A said, "You repeated 4 years and finally got into college, which means you are very persistent, and with this spirit you can do anything." So, A gave the most difficult to chew, the most difficult to wait for large customers to be. Later, he almost all these customers, but also developed a few valuable new customers. Some customers even said that the first phone call he received every day was made by B. Impressed by his sincerity and persistence, he began to trust the company. Now this B has been the vice president of a branch. What A has done is called knowing people well. Application: insight into differences. First, different from each other. All people are born equal, but they are born different. To understand the differences, do not pat your head, try to use some of the thinking of previous generations, ready-made tools. For example, when I first started managing a team at Microsoft, I was asked to do more than 200 questions online about judgment and orientation. I was very surprised to get the report. I always thought I was an extrovert, but I'm not. My extroversion, which is an effective behavior carved out by the profession one by one, but my energy, in fact, comes from thinking quietly. Second, different from time to time. Not only are people different from each other, but the same person will become different as time progresses. When you first join a company, you are usually enthusiastic, but not capable. At this point, don't rush to make a judgment about this person. As time goes by, his ability may get stronger, but his enthusiasm will weaken. At this point, don't rush to make a judgment about this person either. As a manager, you should adjust yourself and learn to manage the same person at a different time and in a different way. The same person. We call this situational management. Thirdly, it's different from place to place. This place refers to the environment. Whether he gets along with his immediate boss, who is almost a decisive factor in a person's work status, whether he has complementary abilities with his surrounding colleagues, whether the vision and goals of the matter, as well as the corresponding processes and management methods, can release his abilities. This match of people and place can be constantly understood and honed through effective 1:1 communication. Summary: knowing the right people. Inspire goodwill, design systems, or not enough. Management: to know people well is to put the right people in the right place. To understand the right, we must first understand the different from person to person, different from time to time, different from place to place.